throughout chapter 1 to chapter 6. So chapter 1 is about historical antecedents in science and technology. In ancient times, people relied on observation and creativity to survive. They invented tools like the wheel and discovered fire, which changed how they lived. For example, Egyptians built pyramids using math and engineering, while Greeks studied stars and philosophy. These early ideas laid the foundation for later discoveries during the Middle Ages. Science slowed in Europe but thrived in places like the Islamic world. Scholars translated ancient texts and improved fields like medicine and astronomy. Meanwhile, in Asia, China invented paper and gunpowder, showing how different cultures contributed to global knowledge. While in modern times, inventions like the steam engine and electricity sparked huge changes. The Philippines also played a role like the salamander amphibious tricycle or the bamboo incubator for newborns. This show even small innovation can solve local problems and improve lives. And in the chapter 2 is the intellectual revolutions. The Copernican revolution taught us Earth isn't the center of the universe. Copernicus' ideas scared people at first, but it pushed humans to rethink their place in the cosmos. This humility later inspired scientists to explore space and physics. Darwin's theory of evolution changed how we see life by studying nature. He showed all the species adapt over time. This upset religious beliefs but help us understand medicine, genetics, and even how viruses evolve today. Meanwhile, in Freud's work on the unconscious mind, made people curious about human behavior. He showed that our thoughts and emotions aren't always logical. Meanwhile, places like Mesoamerica with their calendars and India with early surgeries prove science isn't just a Western thing. It's a shared human journey. Meanwhile, in chapter 3 is science, technology, and nation building. So before colonization, Filipinos already had skills like weaving, farming, and metalwork. They used herbs for medicines and built boats for travels. This shows indigenous knowledge was advanced long before outsiders arrived. Colonial rule like Spanish and American brought schools and hospitals but also exploited resources. For example, the Spanish built churches using local labor, while Americans introduced modern education. These changes mix progress with control. And meanwhile, after independence, the Philippines tried to grow its own science programs. Projects like hybrid rice farming or disaster preparedness tech aim to solve local issues, but challenges like brain drain, experts leaving the country remind us that true progress needs support for local talent. And for chapter 4 is about human flourishing in science and technology. So technology isn't just a tool. It shapes how we see the world. For example, smartphones connects us but also distracts us from real-life moments. This mode of revealing means technology changes what we value, like prioritizing speed over patience. Heidegger warned that modern tech can swallow humanity. Factories or social media might make us feel like cogs in a machine, but art, poetry, or nature can help us reconnect with our humanity. A sunset or a song reminds us there's always more to life than efficiency. So why questioning technology is important? Why do we need faster gadgets? Who benefits it? By thinking critically, we avoid letting tech control us. Instead, we can use it wisely to improve life without losing our humanity. And in chapter 5 is about human flourishing and development. Rich countries often measure success by money and growth, but this harms the planet. Overconsumption causes pollution, inequality. Instead of telling poor nations to develop, maybe rich nations should reduce waste and share resources. For example, the US uses more energy per person than India. If wealthy countries live simpler lives, like using renewable resources or public transport, it would help everyone. True progress means ensuring all people have basics like food, healthcare, and education, not just chasing wealth. This idea challenges us to rethink success. Happiness isn't about owning more stuff. It's about balanced living in a way that protects the earth and ensures fairness for future generations. And lastly, for the chapter 6 is about the good life. So Aristotle once said that good life is about thriving, not just surviving. He called it eudaimonia, eudaimonia is the highest form of happiness. It is finding purpose through virtues like courage and kindness. Today, this might mean balancing work with family or helping others. Modern life often confuses good with material wealth, but buying this latest phone won't make us happy forever. Real fulfillment comes from relationships, learning, and personal growth. For example, volunteering or creating art gives deeper joy than shopping. It also reminds us science and ethics must work together. Medical breakthroughs save lives, but we need fairness in who gets treatment. A truly good life means using technology to help everyone, not just a few. And that would be all. Thank you.